lines. Big scoop down. Core strong, up on the toes, yes. Bring it into a spiral. Hip circle. I'm going right. You can go whichever direction you like. Core strong. Soft through the knees. Switch directions. Beautiful. Figure 8. Circle in through the knees. Push it over. I go left, scoop it in. Right, scoop it in. Getting that nice figure 8 shape through the hips. Nice. Bring it to the center, drop it down, open through the hips. Good strong little pulse. Try to sway side to side. Gently shifting the weight from left to left. Head, either side. Beautiful. Press it all the way up. Lift through the chest, body weight. Stretch the legs and lift. Contract, sit back. Nice. Keep it going. Few more. Beautiful. Take the weight to your inside leg. Outside leg, point and flex your ankle. I'm doing left. And circling outside and inside. Point through that toe, lift through the knee, figuring out and in. Open through that knee, drop it into the chair for strong. Yes. Outside leg comes out nice, easy, swing forward and back. Reaching that knee up towards the chest. Knee soft, soft bend. Forward and back. And then I'll gently draw that knee up towards the chest, standing tall. Excellent. That outside leg is stepping back. And we're coming into a runner's lunge here. Knees up over my heel. Take a gentle shift forward and back. Reaching back through the heel. Bringing the weight forward into my right foot. Just back and forth, gently rocking. I'm going to bring that back leg in, shifting forward for a second. Hip lines up over that heel, and I'll hinge over that right leg. You can go 2 straight legs here, but keep it nice and square. I like flexing up my toe here for a little stretch. Extra stretch without hamstring. Nice. Soft through. Standing it up. Knees together. Butt stretch. Hip lifts forward. Good. Flex out that outside ankle. Cross it over your inside knee. Sit it back. Use your chair for some balance here. Gorgeous. Stand it up. Create that left foot. Let's start with a nice little wavy leg. Leg is straight as we stretch it back. Bend through the knee. Extend and squeeze out a little body weight. Chest open as the leg goes back. Contract, bring it forward. Standing leg soft. Love it. Beautiful. Take that leg in behind. Switching sides. Shaking it out. I'm using my outside leg, right leg right now for that point and flex. Just switch sides, whichever side you were doing. Point and flex, and circling outside and inside. You know the drill. Point that toe, knee comes back, core strong figure 8. Inside knee soft. In and out, in and out. Nice. Right knee here. Swings forward and back. Underneath the hip. Keep that knee soft. Ow. Ow. Reach for that right knee, draw it up towards the chest here. Standing tall. Nice deep breath. We bring it into our lunge. Pull your release. Inside knee stacks up over the heel. Reach those hips down. Gentle pulse forward and back. I reach my back heel for the back ball. Shift gently forward into my front foot. I'm going to slide that back leg in underneath the hip. You can bend and turn out through that outside leg if need be, and take the chest over the left leg. Nice. Stand it up. Cloud stretch, heel comes in, knees together as much as possible. Awesome. Let's flex out that outside foot. Cross it over that inside leg. So right leg is crossed over my left knee, and I'm just sitting in the back. Feel that good stretch through that head. Nice. Stand it up and out. Extend that right leg, sweep it back. Core strong. Standing leg soft. I take that leg back, I open the body up, I contract and round as that leg comes forward. Core strong, shoulders down. Let the hands travel, that outside hand if you like. Nice, keep it going. Slow and control, core strong. Yeah. Stepping that right foot down, you turn into the chair. And have a seat. Or just find a seated position anywhere that works for you. There's those thumbs on the seat of my chair. Knees nice and wide. My knees are stacked over my heels. Let's start with a gentle sway side to side. Taking it all the way over to my left, relax the head. Letting the hands just travel the body. Just over the top of the legs. Side to side, my core is strong. We're gonna bring it up to center. Nice. Go forward stretch, leading through that chest. Keep those knees open. Bring it all the way up. Shoulder roll. Right and left, I take it up towards the ear and down the back. We've got a gentle sway going side to side as well. Awesome. Forward here, switch it up. Yes. All right. Shoulders down the back. Head tilts. Chest is open. Other side switch. Good. Take it across the chest. All the way up. Tuck the chin towards your chest here, looking down to the floor. Again, chest open, shoulders down, and look up to the ceiling. Take the chin back down, and let's look over left. And switching sides. Beautiful, back to neutral. Little ribcage action. I'm spiraling through the chest. All of that movement, that circular motion just coming from the ribcage. Everything else is just moving along naturally with that spiral. Circle through the chest, circle through the chest, switching directions, other side. Again, all that spiral coming from the ribcage. Nice. All right, back to our sway, side to side. Side stretch. I'm reaching up and over with my right hand towards my left, and the zip bone stay on the chair. Open up that shoulder, good reach. Keep that right butt cheek on the chair. It wants to come with you. Good. Stay in that seated position. Other side. Again, both sits bones on the chair. Open the shoulder, reach to the fingertips. Deep breath. Nice. Bring it up. Beautiful. Let's take it into a forward fold one more time. All the way up. Heels find the floor, standing up here. Legs are straight. Feet nice and wide. Forward folds here. Relax the head, nice and happy. Katie's like, no thanks. I'm just kidding. I know your nose is like, I don't want this. Walk your hands over to the one side. Keep your knees as straight as you can. Let's switch sides, walking it over. Do our right. Woo! Center, soften through the knees. Shake it on out. One more little exercise just to get the core warmed up and hips. So I'm going to have a seat on my chair. I'm facing the right corner of my room. Left hand's going to find the floor. Right hand stays on the back of the chair. Bring it down into that kind of plank position here. Just like a crunch. Belly button's pulled towards the spine. Pull your shoulders down. Crunch and send those toes up to the ceiling. We're going to go for a bicycle or cycle leg here. I'm stretching away, super straight. Pull it back. Core strong. Keep it going if you can. Make it as splitty as you can. Lift the chest. Watch the posture. Don't forget to breathe. And we cycle. Keep it going if you can. We can take a break if you need. But I'm going to try to keep going a little bit more. If you're feeling that low back on fire, you've got it engaged. Your abdominals. And we bring it all the way up. Move forward, fold. I'm going to open it across to the other side. This time, I'm finding my hip on the chair, so I'm just going to twist so that my right hip finds the chair. Right hand comes down. Push into the floor, shoulder stack over the wrist here. You can hold on to the chair for balance. You know what's coming. Steady Saturdays. Legs are straight. We close. Butterfly open. Knees towards the shoulders. And close. Open it as much as you can. Use the hip mobility and range of motion that you got. Open it up. Few more. Good. Straddle it out. You can tuck the heels in. One more time with those bicycle legs. Shoulder down the back here. Right hand finds support. I'm now on my sit bones. Facing left. Chest is up towards the ceiling. Toes up. Cycle. Lift the chest. Shoulders down. Core nice and strong. Here we go. Keep it up. Watch that posture. Belly button towards the spine. Take a break if you need. Just try to keep the button. Gorgeous. And we're going to bring it up. And bring it forward. Release that back a little bit. Over to the other side. One more time with the straddles. This time I'm on my left hip. Left hand comes down to the floor. Shoulder over the wrist. You hold onto the back of your chair. Straddling here. My top leg going straight up. Bottom leg goes forward. Core strong. Right those feet. You'll open through the knees. Extend. Close straight. Open. Straddle out and close. Butterfly legs. Shoulders down. Core strong. Nice. And we'll close. And lift nice and strong through the core. You can take it over the legs here. Hugging the chest in towards your knees. Round it out. Shake it out. All right, move on, I think. Yeah. Have some water. Grab your heels if you're interested. Heels would be a fun addition if you're into it. So, how are we feeling? Good? Anybody have any questions as we get started? Do not be shy if you do. Okay, looks like we're good to go. So we start in a standing position and beside our chair facing forward. There's about, if you choose to dance to the song that I've selected, there's 1 or 2 counts of 8 in the beginning to get yourself sort of in place and ready to go. But again, for a lot of these online classes, we're leaving things a little more open to interpretation. So you can slow it down, speed it up, mix it up, choose a different song entirely. I am going to be facing my chair and looking towards the front right corner here, and my hands resting on the chair. My feet will be together, actually, and my weight, well, maybe to start is on my left leg, and I've got my right toe pulled in, the leg is beveled across. So again, for the first 8 count or so, we're just hanging out, little pulse, probably some body movement, get into the dance zone, and then it's just gonna start with a figure 8. Okay, I circle back through the hip, back through the hip, back through the hip, back through the hip. So it's circle back, circle back, circle back, circle back. It doesn't really matter which side you go to first. Left, right works. I take my right toe and I'm gonna extend it across my body. It's gonna trace across to my left and draw all the way back. That's my inside leg, my right leg. Toe comes forward, comes across the body, turn all the way back into your chair. Chest is facing the chair here. Again, my left hand maybe just finds the hip. I send my right leg back, and it's doing a big sweep across. That right toe traces all the way back behind me. I kick up towards my backside and extend, up and extend. I'm twisting my body there as well. So I start facing my chair. My toe is reaching almost towards the front of the room. I bend through the knee, I pull it in, and the leg comes forward. Boom, 2. It's 1, 2. 1 and 2. Leg comes through. I'm threading that right leg back. Now I'm square to the front. My outside hand is going to come across and stretch down the opposite leg and all the way up. Now, anytime, if you danced in studio with me, you don't want to do the creepy touch with the relaxed hands. Let's go like energy through the fingertips, touch your leg like you love it, type of deal. We come all the way up. We're going hip circle into the chair. Like all of a sudden we notice this chair wants us to have a seat. Okay, so I'm looking maybe towards the chair, or you can keep your gaze forward, and the hips circling in and in towards the chair. So right hip, we have a seat, like it wants us to sit down, but we're not quite ready yet, so we bounce down and up, and then we're gonna bounce down and open. So the whole intro goes a little something like this. Feet together, and we're facing the right corner. It's figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8. Right leg across the body, traces all the way back. Big kick up, circling through, extend forward. Outside hand comes down, comes all the way up. And then we're circling in to the chair. Bounce down, pop up, bounce down, open your right knee, nice and wide. All right, you want to hear the tune that I've selected? You guys can again dance to any song you like, but let's see if I can find this one. Let's set on in. This is your figure 8. going unless people have questions, which I don't see anything in the chat. So again, you're in pretty close to your chair. This is hard in heels. I danced this in 10 inches yesterday, and it's a long way down for that pop. So if you're in heels, core nice and strong, you don't even have to touch all the way down to the chair. I am trying to do a little touch down, bounce up, touch down, and open. Please try to keep yourself as much as you can to the front of your chair. We're not sitting back deep into the chair. So your back should not be very close to the back of the chair at all. I open nice and wide. As always, we know this shape from our warm-up. Knees are stacked over the toes. I'm on half toe, so heels lifted. My feet are engaged. We're doing a big sweep across. We open, and I'm going right to left. You can throw a big old hair toss in there. So across and up, down. This is all pretty familiar stuff from our warm-up. And up, another hair toss. And that whole time, my hands are sort of traveling. They travel down the legs and up, travel down the insides of the legs and up. Shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll here. There's kind of a musical cue that's coming up for this next little arm sequence. So depending on how fast or slow I move, I either do 2 or 4 or add a hair toss. The arms are gonna go a little something like this. We're in the chair, we're really feeling ourselves now. Our hands come out and they're going to hug in and the elbows will come up and then we'll trace all the way down the body and then we stand right up, wide stance, feet nice and wide. If you're in heels, especially tall heels, 8 inches plus, send your weight over to one leg. It's a little bit easier to stand up that way. One leg bent, one leg straight, and then center your weight. And we're gonna spiral out the hips in this position, waiting for our musical cue or the beat to drop, as they say, and then we get into our next combination. Should we try it again from the top? Yes. Try once or twice, maybe? You tell me. Katie, is that thumbs up? Katie says thumbs up, I think. Okay, let's try from the beginning. See if we're hitting that cue right. Take your place. Make an entrance. We are close. Here we go. Hip. Figure 8. Right leg stretches across. Drop all the way back. Kick. Kick, extend, pull it down. All the way up. Hip. Hip. Bounce down. Up. Bounce. Across. Yeah, down. Pull up. Shoulders. This is arms. This is cross. This is up. Pull it down. Hands down. Stand it up. 5, 6. Ready and down. So when I stand up, again, I take my time. So if I'm staying centered, I can stretch the legs, draw the hands all the way up, leading up through the chest. And then I'm just gonna soften through the knees and spiral out for that 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, if you're in your heels, shifting your weight to one side and centering can be helpful as far as getting up smoothly. Any questions? Should we try it one more time or do you want the next combo? What do we think?
Next combo, depending on how people are feeling though. I mean.
Okay, well, yeah, let's add it because it's the trickier part, so we might want to practice it a few times to get it nice and smooth. This is the move I was kind of referring to when I said if you have a chair that isn't a folding chair, you might want to seek that out. I'm going to turn my chair onto an angle so you can see me. We're going into a plank position. we're rolling off into what's kind of like a wild thing. If you do yoga, I'll show you here. So we have stood up. Check to see if your chair is behind you. Step 1. Step 2, we've spiraled the hips, right? I'm facing front. I've just turned my chair so you can see on an angle. We're doing a kind of bend and pop down to our hips. It looks like this. And then let me try to help explain it a little bit more. Hands, boom, pop that up. Okay, I'm in a plank position. It's going to be a little push up, down, and up. Push up, down, and up. That's it. Kick right, kick left. Kick right, kick left. Roll off. Wild thing, and down. So here are the key factors, people. Hip bones find the front of the chair. This is where my hips are going to be in contact. I want to send my legs out as wide as I can. I'm shooting them back behind me. I find the floor, fingers nice and wide, wrists underneath my shoulders. I push and I'm popping my feet back. This is where you will either need to, if you're in bare feet, flex and cheat. So you can flex those toes out just to send them back. If you've got the tops of your feet covered, point and send those toes back in behind you, and then they'll lift up into that plank. If you're wearing your shoes, right, you are sliding on the tippy toe or the box of your shoe right up here, okay? So again, feet have to be nice and wide. So if your feet, for some reason, got really close together when you stood up, take them out nice and wide. You've got some time there. I fold forward, boom, hands, pop back, kick, 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 kick. If you feel like adding a little more of a pulse there, it's a push up down. I lower down, elbows tucked in, I kick right. As I push up, I kick left, down, and up. Your dismount to your wild thing, left leg, this is my left leg, will reach down for the floor, push into your left hand, pull your right heel into your backside, left toe finds the floor. You're going to open the body up towards the chair and let your right toe find the floor and extend up. Okay, this is your wild thing pose. Hips find the floor, you're facing into the chair. You're gonna pull that toe in, and guess what? Big old body wave, just because when in Rome. So one more time for the front. So we've got pop out to your plank, pulse with the push-up, roll off wild thing, diamond shape through the toes, body wave. If any of this needs clarification, let me know. I'm gonna just show you from the front one more time. Everyone good? Okay. I'm gonna do it from actually this whole sequence just to review it. If you like, you can watch, you can do it. We opened up the right knee. We swung the body all the way across and up. I go down, reaching through the chest, head, then chest up. I did shoulder, roll, back, and here we go. Arms out, give yourself a hug, elbows up, trace all the way down, hands come down the chest, standing up here. We did a hip spiral and ready, and hands shoot out head. Add a little head there to make it interesting. And pulse down and up, pulse down and up. Left toe to the floor, right toes coming up and over, nice and strong. Push into the floor, keep your hips open, wild thing. Hip, diamond shape, so you can't quite see my feet, but my right knee is pointing up. Left knee in towards the chair. Body roll here. You can let the right hand travel. You can reach for your chair. This is where, and your knee pads might be nice as well, so if you need to grab that, go for it. Should we try it from the top? And then we'll add the next part of the sequence. Yes. All right. I'm going to take that as a yes, people. Let's do it. Ready? Breathing, watch your posture. Feet together. Here we go. Figure eight. Ready? take that right toe across, pull it back, take forward, back, extend, take it down. Knee stretch and up, hip and hip, circle in, bounce, bring it down, open across, yes, down, and up, shoulders, arms, cross, up, pull them all the way down, stand it up, take your time, 5, 6, ready, here we go, up, down and up, down and up, wild thing, body wave, ow, down, take it on out. I'm going to admit something to you now. At some point in time while demoing that chair plank, I definitely bruised the insides of my thighs in a more or less serious way. So be careful. Ow! You want that to be dynamic, but we want to move with as much control as well. I think I just hit the outside arms of the chair with the insides of my thighs. Owie! Rather than coming right to my hips. So
when doing it, where should the thighs be on the chair for the plank? Like what side of your?
Not be on the chair. You should be not on the chair at all if we can prevent it. Or barely on the chair. Good question. So again, when I fold forward, Chelsea's like, my legs are so bruised. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna get bruised from this last go because I really kicked my chair. I didn't mean to. I'm folding forward and I want to send my hands not too close to the chair. I'm reaching out and away a touch. You have to play around and see what works for your body, but if you're too close, that's step one. That's going to be a problem. So make sure your hands are far enough away. I'm opening my feet up as wide as I can, like I'm about to do a middle split. And then I'm sending the feet behind me until I can get my hips on the chair and send the legs back. Do you see how it's just my hip bones on the chair? Ow, that hurt. But
yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so it's all about kind of spacing. And again, if you have a folding chair, it's gonna be a bit tricky. Okay, like just no word of a lie. It's just like those arms are in your way. Those will kind of get in the way of your thighs as well. So it's easier on a banquet chair, but work with what you've got and do your best. See about creating some more space with your hands and just coming right to the front. You're like barely on the chair. And if your balance is feeling a little bit iffy, again, for that kick, you could just do a 1, 2 and off if you want. If it's not a comfortable position for the pulse and the push-up, just get right off there if you like. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Should we dance it one more time or let's add? We're gonna add one thing and then we'll dance it. So we're coming back to the chair. It was like the chair had us really feeling ourselves. We're standing up, we're back in that plank position. We're like, oh my lordy, this chair's crazy. And then it tosses us off to that wild thing position. Do a body wave. You're like, oh, I'm not done with this chair yet. I'm going to turn and face the front left corner, coming into a tabletop position. So my right hand, whether it's on the seat of the chair or it's traveling, going crazy, will come out across the front, shoulders stacked, and I'm going to pull my right knee over. Tabletop on all fours, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. I'm going to do one more little pulse down here, so it's just a little chest circle. Boom, I'm going to the right. You can go whatever direction you like. And we're going to snap it up. This is very hard to do in heels, but if you're barefoot, should be no problem. I'm just popping up to my toes, pushing back, bending through the knees, and pulling it up in a seated position. Again, if you're wearing heels, take your time. It's a bit tricky. I tried it in 10 inches yesterday, and I was like, whoa, I almost didn't make it. So a little bend and snap up to a seated position. So we've come over to that tabletop, add a little chest. I did have a little leg moment there happening as well. You're in this nice lungy position. I forgot this yesterday, Chelsea. You pull the right knee over, We do a little chest. You can add a little, maybe a snaky leg here. Take it out and away from the chair and back, and then let's pop it up. Yeah, that was just a little throwback to our toe tracing moment from the beginning. Yeah, so kind of mirrors that. And at this point now, we're gonna add some fancy freaky legs. So let's dance it to this point and see how that goes. Try that transition to the chair plank again. And if you have any questions, do not be shy. That was a good question, Elisa. I'm just playing it from the end. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Get everything set up. Find your position. Step your feet together, figure eight. Yeah, let go across and back, face your chair, circle in, extend, opposite hand comes down, and up, hip, down, and open it up across. Yeah, bring it down, head comes last, and head is first, on the way up. Shoulder roll, up, cross, up, down, stand it up. Feet nice and wide. Find that space and here we go. Hands, up. Yes. One thing, left right. Body roll. Reach in front. Right knee and stretch. Forward. And back, forward, back, up, all the way up. Right? How did that go this time? We survived. Did we thrive? Katie, are we wearing matching shirts? Oh, we are twinsies. Fun. Okay. So yeah, getting those toes out as wide as possible before you shoot them back should be helpful. Chelsea, did you find that helpful? Wide stance, slide those toes out. Hopefully that was feeling a bit smoother. So when I come up, and I find this helpful if you end up dancing this in heels too, I bring my hands to my chair like right away. So I'm here, sweep, sweep, pop. If you're in heels, you'll be up really high and the chair will feel very far away from your bum. So you're just gonna bend your knees and send your hips back. And then if you reach for your chair leg, you can rely on it for a little bit of balance on the way up. If you're flat-footed or barefooted, sorry, then it's not so much of an issue. I come all the way up, my right leg is gonna close. And here's where we go with the crazy legs. So right hand, front of chair, left hand, back of chair. Key here is left toe, I'm up on my toe, half toe, knees stacked over. And we wanna lift the hips as much as possible. Legs look like this. This is very heavy in heels as well. So make sure your core is strong. We're lifting up, knee, and stretch down. And then the leg circles all the way around, and down. So it's your developpe, like bend, stretch, extend down. Your leg stays completely straight, and you find the biggest range of motion for a circle through, around the clock. Show them what time it is. Ways to cheat this flexibility and sort of length of the leg, we'll say, heels. Step one, put some heels on and that right leg is suddenly very long looking and really lifting the hips up off the chair. So I'm pushing down with the upper body and lifting the hips. And then the third trick is to turn your body towards the audience as you're circling. So I lift, circle forward, lift, circle forward, sit. Just 2. If it's too much, you can just do 1. And honestly, a smaller circle works. Just try to keep that nice line. Your right leg is pointed, it's straight. You can do a smaller little circle. Hello. Yes, that works too. As long as we've got core strong lines going. From there, we've got our finishing touch. So we're facing left. My leg's so sore from doing this yesterday, rather. All that cycling in a heavy shoe, my thighs done. So 1 and 1 to the second one and close. We're coming into a big spirally straddle. So I sit down, I'm coming back onto my right arm, my right leg comes all the way up, and then I'm going to open it forward. I follow it with the left leg. I find the straddle here. I keep closing the right leg back, and I cross. I uncross left, whoosh, and up. Yeah, so it's kind of just like a big windmill through the straddle and close, big windmill to sit. Looks like this one more time. My right leg has closed. I'm on both sits bones, but I'm going to tilt over onto my hip, reach my right hand down, right leg goes up, right leg goes forward, follow it with the left leg goes forward, cross, big windmill. For this moment, again, if you have a folding chair, it will be challenging. Straight up will be a little bit hard with those arms, but cheat as best you can. We do need to be close to the back of the chair if you want that to feel safe. So when I'm seated here and I come down from my big leg and I close, I want to be as far back so I can tilt forward onto my hips. First, I'm going back, toe comes up, open, switcheroo, close the show, bring it back all the way, and up. Yeah? Yeah. We're gonna just stand up for our ending pose after that. So right leg up, whoosh, whoosh, close, whoosh, whoosh, up, right leg steps down. I'm turning to the back, I'm lifting my left knee up, and I'm spiraling through my hips, and I'm planning my next move. You could freestyle down to the floor, freestyle back onto the chair, freestyle to your pole, whatever you like. Any questions, or shall we try to run that once or twice? We should try to run it. Okay. Full thing, full out. We've added our create all of the legs. So abs nice and strong, point those feet. We've got this big cycle leg. We've got the big wind up. That's the hard one. We close the show, windmill, cross, windmill, up, and pose, a little spiral, a little booty there if you like. Have some coffee. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. I'm scared to look at my thighs. That one time I popped back, there was some contact. Full contact, chair dancing. Okay, let's go. From the top. Don't forget to breathe. And I will start it. You ready? Bring your feet together. Here we go. Bigger dance with the hips. 6. Ready. Down the leg. Arms across. Flex through and down. Pull it up. Yes. Hips. Little down. Down. Up. Down. Across. All the way. Bring it down to the center. Pull up. Shoulder. Here we go with the arms. Cross. Up. And step your feet nice wide. Here we go. Hands down, pop, up, head, down. Down, wild wave. Extend, body wave. Across. Chest, head, back, top, head, go. Yeah. All right, any of you brave souls gonna put on some heels or what? Katie, are you wearing heels? I can't see your feet.
No, I'm gonna put a pair on right now.
Yeah, try some heels if you like. Even if you've just got, you know, your regular dancing heels, if you'd like to challenge yourself. Or if you're feeling pretty comfortable, no heels. I mean, I feel that. I can get with that for sure. Again, keeping in mind the higher the heel, the smaller the chair your chair becomes, right? So sometimes starting with a 7-inch or even a 6-inch, if you're wearing your pleasers or stripper kicks will be helpful because you're not so tall. But again, I tried mine in 10 inches yesterday and it was a pretty fun challenge. But whatever you've got is cool. If you're not watching this on your phone and you're using your laptop or whatever, you could also set up your phone and make a video if you like. Even if you have no intention of posting it whatsoever, it can be a fun learning tool. You learn what you like, what you don't like, what you wish you could, you know, kind of tweak or, you know, experiment with. Or you're like, shoot, that looks good, I'm posting it. All right. Should I look at the thigh bruises? I'm scared. Oh, yep, we've got an instantaneous bruise. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? That's what I did. There's one on the other side too. These chairs, they'll beat you up. Okay, what do we think? One more time? One more time. Yay, okay, let's do it. I'm gonna play it from the end again. All right. Here we go. Hips. Yes. Right leg. Through. Hip. Down. Open. Shoulder. Arms. Ready. Hands down. Here we go. Body leg. And over. Yes. Papa. Yeah. Love it. Amazing. Right, so fun. I don't know, can we do it one more time? Go crazy on me. How did that go?
Yeah.
Any questions? Running it a couple times? How'd that go in shoes?
It was good. I only put my 7s on. They're my chair
It makes
shoes.
it much, yeah. Keep that chair at like a normal-ish type height.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden a giant. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know, we can do it one more time if you like. I don't know who's sticking around for pole class. I'll have to check the list and see what's going down. But yeah, how about one more time? We may as well make it count.
Yay.
Yay. Again, I invite you to take all these moves and make your own chair dance up, or just, you know, dance to a song that's kind of more fitting for your quarantine mode today. If there's something else you want to dance to, that's always fun. All right. One last go. I'll give you one more second for any last minute questions if something's not quite sticking or not quite working. Looks good to me in the gallery. All right. If you're pole dancing in the next class, we've got option 2, spinny pole if you're interested. Make it more challenging, more fun. All right, one last time. You can watch, you can do it one more time, you can stretch if you're over it. It's up to you. I got very sweaty doing this routine somehow, all of this slow movement. I'm like, oh, whoa. Okay, fine, let's go, here we go. Is anybody doing it, or is it just me? No, Katie's doing it. Yeah, Caitlin's up to it. There we go. Beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. How about this time I say nothing? Last time I still gave some verbal cues, or do you want me to say something? Strong silence. Okay, let's say nothing. Yeah. Okay. Guys, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. That was fun.
Thank you.
Fun stretching. You are so welcome. I don't know if pole class is happening in the same week or not. I have to check my messages on my phone and see what's going down. Did Jen tell anybody? Or is anybody doing it?
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Okay, cool. So, whoa, 5? Awesome. So did anybody happen to see if we're staying in the same meeting?
Let me check.
I can figure it out. There's still 15 minutes, so it's all good. Anyways, little butterfly. Oh, those bruises, they're coming in. They're coming in. That was a smash into the chair, that one. Ay. I'm gonna send my legs out in front. We can take a little forward fold. Max, does your pole spin?
Yeah, it does, but I'm not in pole class today because I have to go get groceries.
Oh no, well, we'll wish you luck with that. We'll be thinking of you.
Thank you.